What's up guys, Mushroom here.
And a Heroic Lemon here for our third installment of Combat Axe Camper Hotspot tutorials. Bringing it back, even though Theater Mode's back, we're going to keep this series continuing as you guys seem to enjoy them.
That's right, this is a series where we look at the heat maps on every map. This one starting on Meltdown, and take a look at the hotspots. So on this map, obviously we've got all of that sort of area around the nuclear power plant is sort of just a general hotspot. This one particularly, we're going to be looking at that window there. If you run around here and just push into that corner there and move across to your left until you're about to fall down the ladder spot there, and then line up your combat axe with that antenna in the distance, it's a very nice hit straight through the window. And as you can see, it sort of just goes right over the top of that. You have to make sure that bottom cursor of your combat axe is lined up on the pole too, so that it just gets through the window there for a very nice kill.
Awesome, and moving on to the next hotspot, which is directly opposite on the other window. So check out the guy in that window. Now this one's a very specific spot, so I've just sped up, so we're going to move into this corner of the map, push in here. Now there's a dirt stain on that box just there. You want to push right up from that dirt stain, and the bottom lip of your combat axe you want on that second, there's two lines of clouds, and you want it lined up with the top line of the cloud. You can have a look in the pause, but that's going to get you a cross map bank shot that hits off the back and gets that guy that lies down and stands up and lies down and stands up, sniping across that middle bit.
Now we've done both the spots into the windows, and now we're going to look at those campers that sit behind those pillars there. So you want to walk into this back little corner of the map and aim directly up as high as you can, and that second/third line in is going to just roll nicely down the nuclear power plant there, and it's going to land right on where those campers actually sit. You can move around in that spot, so you don't have to actually push in, and it will go a variation of it each time.
So moving on to Overflow, this next one. This is a pretty cool map to find spots on. I quite enjoyed this one. So this camper spot here, everybody knows that guy that sits there, or a few people sit there. So there's a fridge here, the fridge door, and you just want to in line with the end of that until you stand up. Now there's a diamond of where the cloud sort of ends. Now you can just go back in the video a bit and pause, but as you can see the diamond there, put your combat axe reticle right in the middle of that diamond, and it should bank off that pillar and get you a very nice sort of I think it's a double bank, yeah, to that spot there where those campers sit, so check that one out.
Now this next spot is over in one of the alleyways, which is always very, very populated. If you're on the opposite side, you obviously run straight through here and push in behind this little crate here, and there's a little door in the bus window on that little poster there. If you line up directly with that and your bottom reticle of the combat axe with the top of that light there, you should get a nice angle onto this this pole in the distance, and it banks right along there. And again, if you move sideways from that spot where you actually are pushing in, you can change that shot and variate it a bit.
Yeah, because more people run around. Yeah, vary. Anyway, to the next spot, we struggled to find one for that window above B, so we just minimized it to the B flag. So this one is pretty much domination. So there's a lip there that you can just see a white, like the white tip of that building sticking out. And you just want to aim it a little bit higher, in line with those two prongs sticking out there, and it's going to bank off the building in the distance and come down onto B for a very nice B spot that'll look sick in montages.
Now Plaza is the next map we're going to be doing, and we're going to look at this spot first. We're going to show that little X on the map there, and it's up on those little spots where people snipe across the map, and we've done this for both sides. This first one, obviously, you're going to run back here, and not the first plant, but the second plant you're going to push right into and look at, and then you're going to look up in the sky, and there's another sort of triangle. You're going to aim the tip of your combat axe reticle up into that, and it should bank off that wall and hit that camper right in the face.
Put that mushroom tip of that combat axe reticle right in that triangle of the cloud,
and it should come over nicely and hit him there. Again, if you do move along to the right of that plant, you can vary it a bit.
And now completely flipped on the other side of the map. No, my bad. We're moving on to the the back of the B flag spot. Now this one you want to line up with that light, but then move it down and to the left a bit, and there's these lines on the back of that wall. Pretty much line it up with the one that's closest to the disco ball, and obviously pause again. That's just going to flick right off that and get the guy who's going to run through to capture that B flag.
It's a very nice spawn shot as well if you're just spawning. Now we're going to look at the opposite side now, at the window shots of that one. We're going to run all the way around the back. Obviously you can see him in the distance there. You can run straight through, and there's just a little blue part of the wall that you can push into. And now if you look directly above the wall, there is a little dot on top of the map, which is actually another wall in the distance that you can line the bottom of your reticle on top of, and it gets a very nice shot over. And again, you can vary this as long as you just don't change the angle too much.
Now, hopefully that was helpful for everyone who wants to take out those campers. Weak Taj, You Say We Bank, and top 5. See you later, guys.